Hey, what's up, you guys? Does capitalism get you down?
Does the constant pressure to be productive get to you?
Are you tired of being a cog in the machine?
Then we invite you to be part of the revolution against toxic productivity by embracing the useless things.
Welcome to episode 666 of the Very Unimportant People podcast.
666. Wow.
Just 66, but I mean, hello, Satan, my favorite boy.
Do less.
My name is Lidia, and this week I committed, in my mom's words, in my mother's loving words, mass seed genocide.
Oh my god. Like, oddly sexual.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she said seedling.
Okay, that's less.
Seedling genocide. Yeah, okay, you're right. Oh, it was seed. But anyways.
And I'm Courtney, and I have COVID.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask how
nicely.
you're doing. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Courtney messaged me
Clearly
that she has
fine.
COVID, and I was like, that's so embarrassing. So supportive.
It is, though. It's embarrassing for no, like, there is a reason, but it's also for no reason. Like, if I get a cold, I'm not like, oh my god, how can I do this?
Don't look at me.
Gonna
I have a
hide.
cold.
But when I have COVID, I'm like literally so embarrassed about it. I don't actually.
Yeah.
It's not confirmed that I have COVID. It is confirmed that my partner that I live with has COVID.
Yes.
So I'm just assuming I do. I've been feeling a little more tired, a little scratchy throat, a little. So I'm assuming that I have COVID, but
Yeah. Did you not take a rapid test?
I don't want to waste them. See, this is the dilemma that we're in right now. Okay.
Why? There's so many.
Okay. Listen to this dilemma though.
Okay.
So you can get them in for free in BC.
Yeah.
You just go to the pharmacy, you give them your health card, and they say, here are 5 rapid tests. 5. But
It's
you
a
can
lot of
only
tests.
pick up 1 every month. Okay?
Oh.
And we both have COVID. But we can't go to the pharmacy to get more because we have COVID. So we're trying to, like, only use them if we absolutely need them. So, like, we waited until he was, like, really sick. Well, we tested once and it was negative, and then he was, like, really sick, so we tested him again and he was positive. So I'm just assuming that I have it because I don't want to waste it, because if I have to start testing to know if we can, like, go out and about,
Yeah.
then we're going to need them.
Yeah, totally. And you're going to need at least 2. And then that would mean that you only have 1 left if you use both of them to go out. If someone tests negative, though, then you have to do it again.
Exactly. This is
Okay, I
the
see
thing.
what
We
you
want to
mean.
make sure that we have enough. So, no, I haven't
That is
tested
a dilemma.
myself yet because I haven't developed, like, any bad symptoms, which Janae got, like, bad symptoms. So I'm kind of waiting. I'm assuming that I will, but maybe I won't. Maybe it'll just coast through me. Maybe
Yeah,
he's just
it'll
a
probably
weakling.
be fine. Yeah, some people get hit harder than others, and it sounds like he got like he probably was in direct contact with someone who had COVID, and then you were just
Yes.
kind of like, you got like secondhand COVID from him, kind of thing. I don't really understand how this virus works still to this day, but I think
2 years in, we don't get it.
yeah, not really, because some people like get hit so hard, and then like you're living in the exact same house as someone who has COVID, and you're like pretty much fine.
Yeah,
so
pretty much okay. Just like,
yeah, it's pretty
kinda
weird.
tired. Also,
Yeah, it's super embarrassing though.
just like as a PSA, if you went to the Billie Eilish concert in Vancouver and you had COVID, fuck you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Because I did the math, and there's only 2 places that we could have got it,
yeah.
and it was either on the ferry over to Vancouver or at the Billie concert. So
It's most
my
likely
money's on
that
the
you got
Billie.
it at the Billy Con. Just because, like, I'm just imagining a lot of open mouth screaming. The mask
Yes.
mandate is lifted, so everyone can just kind of yell and, like,
Exactly.
just breathe each other's air and shit. And there's no social distancing at the concert venue. Trust me, beach.
No.
I know. I used the guy's vape next to me at the concert I went to.
How did you not get COVID?
I don't know.
I'm so mad. I spent 2 years
Yeah.
hiding away just to get COVID. I thought my biggest flex in life was going to be that I made it through the pandemic
That you
without
never
getting
got
COVID,
it.
but I got it. But thankfully, triple vaxxed up, ready to go.
Oh,
So
you're
we're
triple
good.
vaxxed?
We're
No,
good,
okay,
yeah.
fine.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
triple
know.
vaxxed. I have 3 vaccinations. So
Okay.
thankful for
Yeah,
that.
soaring.
And that's probably why I'm fine.
Is Janae triple vaxxed or is he double vaxxed?
He is. I think he's just
triple
a weakling,
vaxxed?
though.
Right.
Yeah.
He's just a baby.
Maybe he would have been in the hospital if he didn't.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
He posted on his Instagram story that he
I know,
had
I was
COVID.
like, why did you do that?
I don't know. And I responded.
Why would you out yourself like that?
I was like, loser. And then Courtney was like, yeah, Janae's feeling pretty sick. I was like, oh shit, I just cyberbullied him. I thought that was kind of funny. I like being involved in your life. I'm like, any chance I get, I'm going to be there.
Loser. Just you wait till you get COVID.
Yeah, that's going to suck, eh?
We're going to cyberbully you right back.
Can't wait.
I'm going to post it on my Instagram story that you have COVID.
You wouldn't.
I would. You outed my bangs.
Yeah, I did.
Right back
to
at
my
you.
close friends, only to like 14 people. So you're okay. You're fine.
She's literally fine.
She's literally fine. Yeah, Courtney got bangs. So I took a screenshot and I was, because I've been really into posting on my Instagram close friends recently. And it's just like so freeing. I don't really understand
it. I like it.
But now all of a sudden, oh my God, you know how social media is. You're really having fun posting on it. And then like eventually after a couple of days, every single moment, you're like, can I put this on my close friends? Like, is this something interesting that someone would be interested in? And I can't tell if I'm like taking back Instagram and I'm like reclaiming it, or if Instagram is reclaiming me. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm losing control.
Yeah, I know. It's like, where is the line?
Yeah, exactly. I have no fucking idea. So yeah, I've been super into posting on my close friends. So I posted Courtney's bangs and her caption was like, I think I fucked it up. She didn't though.
A moment with a friend that I thought I fucked up my at-home DIY
I just completely
bangs.
Exploited you.
And she screenshotted it and posted it on her Instagram.
Yeah.
So
I like exploiting my friend's emotional
bottom dollar. I will be posting your COVID results.
So embarrassing. So embarrassing.
Anyways, tell us about how you committed genocide.
Oh, right. So a couple weeks ago, I was telling you guys, maybe even last week, I was telling you guys about how I am like doing this blooming boulevards thing. And basically what it is it's like a bunch of native species and I'm like growing them from seedlings. And then eventually they will be given to people who want to replace their front lawns with native species because it's better for the environment. It's better for Canada as a country and the bees, blah, blah, blah. Right. So there's a lot riding on this.
Yeah. Carrying the nation on your back.
The fate of the entire fucking country. Okay? Okay, you understand how crazy this shit was? And everything was going fine. And my parents came over on Saturday for a brief hot second. And my mom was looking at my seedlings and like me and my mom were doing it together. She was looking at them and she was like, oh my God, some of them are fine. Like you could take the humidity dome off and you can like start watering them differently, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, sick. And my house is on an angle. And she was like, just remember to level out the shelf when you're doing bottom watering, like where you put the water into the bottom of the thing and then the plants soak it up from underneath. And I was like, yeah, whatever.
Uh-oh.
So needless to say, I did not do that because I was lazy. I'm a fool. And I feel so bad because it was literally just because I was lazy. And so I like did the bottom watering and I put like a bunch of water and I thought that the angle wouldn't matter if there was like a bunch of water because they would still get like a little bit less water than the ones on the right, but the ones on the left would still get water. Anyway, so my friends came over and then I kind of forgot about the plants and I was like, I watered them today. They're totally fine. And then the next morning I checked on them and they were dried out and just lying flat. And I had like maybe 20 seedlings and they all died overnight. And it was bad. And so I tried to like water them to get them to come back to life, but they wouldn't come back to life. And now I only have like 5 left and I took them out and I like repotted them into these little cups that I have. And like you're supposed to have about like 40 of these cups, like enough to fill like 3 shelves with seedlings. And I literally have 7 cups with seedlings in them that have survived. It is so fucking bad. Like I'm such a bad plant mom. Like I don't know what the fuck happened. And then my mom was just like, what the hell? Like you're supposed to level out the shelf. And I was like, I know, I'm sorry, I just didn't do it. So now like once the seedlings get to this part, you're supposed to like kill the weaker ones in each pack so that you only get the strongest ones, the strongest variations. But my mom is like, I'll just give you the weaker ones to make it look like you like did good. I was like, it's a learning experience. Like, I'm sorry, I'll do better next year. But I'm like, I don't even know if I'll be allowed back next year if she finds out that I committed plant genocide. So and also the word genocide, like it was an accident. Like I didn't know that they were going to die from that. You know, there was like a big chance that they were going to survive. manslaughter. Exactly. It wasn't purposefully like I'm gonna fuck up all of Canada. You know what I mean?
Kill you. Yeah. See, that's my question. What does this mean for the future of our nation?
Nothing good.
If we only have 7 plants, what are we gonna do?
It's not even enough for a full front lawn. Like, it's not even enough for like, people got like 35 plants for their front lawns. I don't even have enough for that.
You can make a little garden. A little section.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's that. Yeah, I don't know. It was definitely my fault, though. And I was like, oh, this is a big old learning experience.
Learning
on my
experience.
End.
That's okay. Manslaughter is bad, but not as bad as genocide. So
Thank you.
It's okay.
Thank you for the support.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it. God, I feel so bad. Anyways, it's gonna be fine. I have those couple ones, and then my mom's gonna give me some more, and it's gonna be fine. We're gonna be okay.
It's okay. We're floating on a rock in space. There's no consequences.
You're right. You know
Doesn't
what?
matter.
You're right.
It's all
Whatever.
Whatever.
So I lost a little bit of respect from my mother.
So what?
That's fine. God, I can't help but think about how if my younger sibling was doing this, he probably would have done it perfectly.
Aww. This experience is really bringing out some family trauma for Lidia.
Yeah. Oliver, God damn it. Why are you like this? Maybe it's because it's Aries season. My brother is an Aries, and right now it's Aries season, so it's fully possible.
Yes.
It's fully possible that the
blame
planets
the
are
events
conspiring against
on
me.
horoscopes.
And yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do. It's because he's an Aries. It's not because I'm a
That's it.
Libra, because Libra's the best
No.
sign. It's because he's an Aries.
God, it's him. Not you, it's him.
Never. Never me. Crying. Screaming, crying. No, it's not. Anyways, this week.
Yeah.
This week Courtney and I are launching off a new season, I'm gonna call it, of the Very Unimportant People podcast. So we're gonna do a opinion kind of thing, talk. It's not really
talk
I don't even know.
Into a
we're gonna do an
microphone.
episode together.
Yeah.
And then next week we're just gonna do one person's like opinion per week, and then we're gonna take turns.
We're gonna take turns.
Probably.
So,
That's what we're looking at right now.
instead of you guys getting one long ass episode every week, you're gonna get a shorter episode every week.
Yeah. Maybe
You
more
know?
digestible for you guys.
Exactly. We throw a lot of information at you. We want to make sure that you're able to remember and digest the information.
Yes,
So you're going to get one opinion a week. It's going to be a little shorter, less commitment for y'all.
Yeah.
Less commitment for us.
Yeah.
All
Just
around.
a solid, like,
good things.
yeah.
But this
I
week
think it's going to be better.
This week we're doing an opinion together, which bear with us because we didn't really discuss what the opinion was. It was more a topic and then ran with it. So it might be 2 different opinions. We'll see. Who knows?
Okay. Yeah. I didn't put a lot, I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, oh yeah, we're just starting off on like our little short ski episode skis. So I was like,
That's
if
fine.
we're both doing it together, then
That's
it will
fine.
probably have enough for like a 20 to 30 minute episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a little bit of research. Did you do any research? We should
No.
have discussed this before. Okay, so do you want me to start then? Because I did like some history. Okay, cool. Okay.
This is
So-
great.
The opinion this week, it is about hot takes.
Hot take.
Hot takes. There's a lot of hot takes out there on the internet. It's become a really big thing. But not everyone's hot take is really a hot take. Some of them are watered down. Some of them are too much. Too much. So I did a little bit of research on where hot takes came from. So let's go through that a little bit. So it actually comes from journalism originally.
Classic.
So journalism defines it as a piece of deliberately provocative commentary that is entirely based on shallow moralizing that is usually written on tight deadlines with little reporting and even less thought.
Oh my god.
So basically, it's like a big claim about morality that you have that is not based at all on research. So
That
it is an
very
opinion,
shallow.
but it's more intense than an opinion because it's based on morality.
Yeah, strongly held belief that will probably not be changed for any reason.
And so it started in sports broadcasting,
Sports,
which is interesting.
Of course.
Where like talk show hosts or like radio hosts, whatever, they would pick a topic from sports that had no business being discussed because there was like no answer to it. But then they would declare that they had an answer to it and that everyone else was wrong. And they would do it for the purpose of attracting people to watch the show, attracting attention.
Yes.
Which is similar to what we do.
Yeah. The
TikTok.
queens of hot takes, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. We post provocative content with no context.
We take it out of context, plop it onto the internet.
Knowing people are going to hate it.
Yeah. And it works.
It works. We feed off that hate. Hate is stronger than love.
And I'm not saying like we're not necessarily, not all of our TikTok things are like strong opinions. But
the ones that went viral are.
Or people think that there are opinions when
Yeah.
we're just in fact reading somebody else's opinion.
Yeah.
But that's another story. Yeah. And so it started in sports journalism and it kind of spread from there. It's become super popular on social media. There was a whole trend on TikTok called No Nuance November, where everyone was just posting their hot takes. Interesting time. Oh, also, something I found in my research is that Tinder now has a hot takes feature. Did you know about this?
No, I didn't know about that.
Okay,
That's funny.
so they have like a game where, so you go on, you log in, you say you want to play the hot takes game, and then it like shows you a match of someone else who wants to play, and you can decide, yes, I want to play with this person, or no, I want a different person. And then once you select the person that you want to play with, you get a multiple choice question.
Oh.
And it's normally about like an event or a current trend or something like that, and you have to say what your opinion on it is out of like
that's
the
so
options.
cool. Yeah.
And then you get to see the other person's answer, and then you get a limited amount of time to talk with that person about their answer. And at the end of that time, you can choose if you want to move that match into your regular match conversations. If you're like, this is a good match, I like this person. Or if you're like, ew, no. And then you don't have to talk to them ever again.
Just based
disappears
on
into
hot
the abyss.
takes? Oh,
Yeah,
that's so
based on one
unhinged
hot
of Tinder
take.
to fucking do that. That's actually
know.
fucking crazy. I love that. That's so like, that should be studied, honestly. Like just to start off with like
one
a
hot
hot
take.
take. Yeah. Just
you're
like,
like,
a
ew.
strongly held belief and
Immediately
opinion. And then
no.
you just decide whether that person might be your future husband or wife. Like that's
pretty
so
crazy.
insane.
It's
Holy
pretty crazy.
shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Tinder is just crossing boundaries that I didn't even know existed every day. Every time I hear something about Tinder, I'm like, I didn't even know you could fucking do that. Like, how much further are you gonna fuck us up? Let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. Damn, they crazy. That's
Damn.
cool.
And it's kind of evolved into a way of separating yourself from an opinion. A lot of people say hot take instead of saying in my opinion.
That makes sense.
Because it makes it easier for people to disagree with without insulting you.
Yeah.
And be like, that's a ridiculous hot take instead of saying your opinion is wrong.
Yeah.
And this
it's
has
like,
resulted.
okay, well, it was just a hot take.
Yeah. And this has resulted in hot takes that are not hot takes. They're either watered down or too intense, as I said. Now, one thing that I discovered through this research is that my not hot take is that I don't care about watered down hot takes. I think watered down hot takes are really cute. I think humans arguing about like if pineapple should be on pizza, I think it's
I have that one written down. I was like, this
It's
is
really
not
cute. It's not
really
important.
a hot take. Yeah.
No one cares.
Exactly.
But it's adorable
Literally.
that people are so opinionated about these little meaningless things. So I think they're kind of cute.
Yeah. Yeah, it's stupid. Just enjoy the flavor, you know? That's my hot take on the hot take. It's fine. It's just fine, you know? The flavors combine. You find joy in the pizza. Maybe you don't even like pineapple to begin with, and that's why you don't like pineapple on pizza, you know? It just doesn't make sense to you. But it's fine. It's it just never really needed to happen, you know? And people are just
Yeah.
like turning it into this whole thing. I kind of love it.
Me too. I don't particularly care either way if pineapple's on pizza
Yeah.
or not, but
Me
I'm
either,
glad
but-
people have really strong opinions about it.
Yeah.
And now I don't know what content you have for the rest of this podcast episode, but I wrote down a bunch of hot takes from other people.
I wrote down only a few hot takes.
Cool. Okay.
And then I wrote down a hot take that I have. Okay, I'll start with a hot take that is possibly a strong start, okay?
Okay, so this is an actual hot take, or is this a hot take that is not really a hot take?
This is a hot take that, in my opinion, isn't really a hot take. Okay. Okay, so when people say something fucking insane and ridiculous like, Harry Styles is actually so good, I'm like, obviously. This isn't a hot take. This isn't something that
Like,
you need to be
obviously
like,
he's fucking amazing.
yeah, no shit. And I hate it when people are just like, yeah, he's actually good, because like this word actually kind of puts this into context that like he was never good and that he was just like never super talented or anything like that. And it's like, no, he's always had a good voice. He's always been a very talented individual. And so he's not actually good. He's always been good. He just is good, and he's always been good.
You're just
And I
actually
understand-
discovering it.
Yeah.
For the
Actually.
first time. Actually.
I'm like, shut up. What do you mean? Now he's actually good. Suddenly, now that he's like out of One Direction, you're like, oh wow, he's actually good. People just hate on people for literally no reason. And
His
as an
talent
early
has not
adapter
changed. Yeah.
of Harry's talent, I'm
Yeah.
just glad that people are finally on board. And yeah, this hot take isn't really a hot take in my opinion.
It's an
I'm like,
opinion.
yeah, I'm like, okay, he's always been good. You can just say Harry Styles is good. You don't have to be like, oh, he's actually good.
Or you can say,
kind of rude.
I now enjoy Harry Styles. I have just discovered that
Yeah.
I enjoy Harry Styles.
That's
Because
fine too.
his talent didn't change, your opinion of him did. So it's not a hot take. Nothing about him changed. You
Yeah.
changed. Good for him.
Suddenly, yeah, everything is different. Harry Styles has always been talented. IMO, in my opinion. And it's a bit of a redemption thing too, I find. I'm like, yeah, you hated it. Because typically when it's like, oh, Harry Styles is actually good, it's like people who like were not fans of One Direction, or who were hating on people who liked One Direction. So it's like a
The
little bit
bullies.
of a redemption. I'm like, yeah, like he's always been good, and you just couldn't see the talent because it was being overshadowed by this boy band persona and by this like whole kind of thing going on, and you really judged a book by its cover basically. So it's teaching people a lesson.
It's good. Yeah, it is an opinion. I agree. I came across this TikTok where this person talked about, she called them her lukewarm takes.
Oh, this
Which
is
I
interesting. I
think-
feel like I have a lot of lukewarm takes actually.
I really like that term because I feel like most hot takes are lukewarm takes.
Yeah.
But her lukewarm takes were actually, in my opinion, I don't know if I'd call them hot takes, but they were really interesting opinions that I really love. So I'm going to present them for you, and you guys can kind of say what you will about them. Her name is Ka Burbank. Ka Burbank on
Check
TikTok.
her out on
So
TikTok.
Not my content, not my opinions. So the first one is that arcades are casinos for kids. I mean, casinos. I think I might have wrote this down wrong. Casinos are arcades for adults.
Yeah.
Is maybe the better opinion there.
Instead of
They both
like
work. They both work.
throwing
They're both the
kids
same thing.
into the world of gambling very early. That's so crazy. Oh my god.
Okay.
Damn, gambling at work from a very young age, or adults just don't feel comfortable going to arcades anymore, and they have
Yeah.
to like raise the stakes
They
a
have to
little
make
bit.
it adult. They have to make
Yeah.
it an addiction. They have to make sure you lose your money, your livelihood. They're like, adults can't just have fun playing games.
No, the
Capitalism
stakes-
needs to be involved.
And the stakes just need to be through the roof.
Yeah. Higher
You have
stakes.
to obviously involve capitalism. Was that the adult's fault? Or was that capitalism's fault, you know? Or, you know what? Honestly, that didn't make any sense, because both are just, it is both of their faults. That was like a chicken and the egg type of question, you know?
Yeah, what
It just
came
doesn't
first,
really
arcades
matter.
or
It just
casinos?
both happened.
Both happened. They ruined it. They ruined arcades. The next one is that while people can beatbox, the best beatboxer in the world does not beatbox because they already best box and everyone else is just trying to beat them. Because you're trying to beat their box. You're beatboxing. And the best one is just a best boxer.
Okay, this is like a language thing.
Yeah, I thought this one was good. I thought it was funny.
That is really funny. That is really funny. But I think beatboxing, like, I'm pretty sure that's a full word. Like, I don't think you're trying to beat someone else's box.
You're overthinking it. Already overthinking it.
Okay.
Next
Best.
one.
Okay,
You're overthinking it. Okay. We're gonna move on. Next one. Every relationship is friends with benefits. Some relationships just have more benefits than others.
Yes. Yes.
This is a good opinion.
Yes. I strongly believe that.
Yeah. I do too.
Strongly believe that. Because I've had friendships that have been like so much more intense than any like guy who I've seen for like a little bit of time. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like friendships and relationships, like, you could be the same amount of intensity, except you're just not having sex with each other.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. A relationship is just a friendship.
Yeah.
With sex. And then some of them,
and other benefits.
You can have sex with other people. And some of them you can't. But maybe that's just an extra benefit, you know? It's all a spectrum. Friends with benefits is a spectrum.
It is a spectrum. I love that.
And everyone's somewhere on it.
Can be love. Sometimes the
exactly
can be everlasting partnership or financial security with somebody else or like something like that. I love that.
Yes.
Okay, I have a hot take that may or may not be a hot take. I guess it depends on who you talk to, but I've kind of, this is almost a strongly held belief, and I feel like maybe I could do an entire opinion on it, but I don't really want to because it's just like a hot take, you know?
Yeah.
I really dislike, and I've seen this on TikTok before, so I know other people hold this opinion, but I really dislike like white fluffy dog mixes that like typically are mixed with like a poodle or like a lab, and it's just like these like golden doodle, labradoodles, multi doodles, blah 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 blah, all this stuff. And I feel like those dogs are always annoying, and they are always just very yappy and a little bit dumb. And now I am not a dog owner, so I don't know if that is the fault of the person who has tried to train them, or if it is simply the dog has just like these traits or this type of nature that like doesn't work for them. And at first too, I did a little bit of research on this one and I found out a bunch of stuff. So like the dog mix at first probably wasn't that bad because it was like this hypoallergenic dog. And then people paid like a lot of money for this dog because poodles don't shed, right? And people are like allergic to dander and allergic to the hair. So they created, basically, humans were like, I'm gonna intervene with this so that everyone can have a dog, which like if you're allergic to dogs, like I think maybe just don't get a dog, but okay, it's fine, whatever, you want a dog, some people love dogs, okay? So they started breeding these dogs, and then they would be super fucking expensive, like really really expensive, to the point where bad people got involved in dog breeding because they wanted to make money off of it. And
Capitalism.
This is where and this is where the puppy farm kind of thing comes into play, where you will just get a bunch of puppies, probably won't socialize them very well, probably will give them a little bit of trauma, and then sell them for like a shit ton of money. And I think that at the beginning maybe this dog was okay, but now because these breeders are so bad at breeding these dogs and they'll just mix together like what fucking ever, these dogs are now like not okay. They have behavioral issues, they have physical ailments, like poodles for example have eye issues, and labs are prone to eye issues, and labs are prone to hip dysplasia. And the dog might end up having both of those issues instead of just one of those issues. And like
it's traits, the worst of both worlds.
And like they're unpredictable, like mixing these dog breeds together, which also is like kind of questionable, you know? You're like, just get into this pen, like have sex with each other for the puppies. I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. I find that whole situation a little strange, but it makes it unpredictable. And overall in my life, I've known a couple of these like white fluffy little doggies, and I have not liked any of them. And that is pretty difficult to say because everybody loves dogs, right? Like you could always find something that you like about a dog, but with these dogs I genuinely struggled to find something that I liked about them. And yeah, I don't know, I just don't like it, and I've never met a dog that is nice, and I just feel like they're genetically not supposed to be here, and that it's just kind of humans intervening in ways that we probably shouldn't. And that's my hot take.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's a fair enough opinion, but I do think that's an opinion. I don't know if it's a hot take because that was very thoroughly researched. And there's a lot of research to back up why little white fluffy dogs are not great.
Interesting. So, okay, it's probably an opinion then, because hot takes aren't researched, and it's just like a feeling,
little research,
right?
just a claim about morality. Yeah, just a feeling.
Okay, so if I were to be like, I've never met a white fluffy dog that I've liked, and so therefore I hate all white fluffy dogs, that would be a hot take, right? Because it's just like,
I guess so.
But because I dived into it a little bit,
I don't really know where the line is. I just feel like, I feel like hot takes are insane claims. And
okay,
opinions are yeah. I feel like that was an opinion. Like, you're just like, I don't like white fluffy dogs, you know? Whereas the
all
hot
white
take,
fluffy dogs suck.
or like shouldn't exist. I don't know. Where is the line?
That's a good question. I guess in this instance, I have crossed the line into fair opinion that holds ground and holds water, and could be researched probably by a number of people who want to be on the other side of this. But I feel like hot takes, like, it's not something that you could like always research. Maybe it's just
I think so.
It just exists.
Yeah. It's a claim about something that shouldn't have an answer, but you say you have the answer based on zero research, only feelings. But you say that's the right answer because that's my feeling about it. I think that's a hot take.
Okay.
I wrote down some good hot takes that I found, some legitimate. I mean, I think they're kind of legitimate hot takes, but we can debate it.
Okay.
The first one. Now, the ones that I wrote down, let me just clarify. I don't necessarily agree with them.
Okay.
I just found them. The first one is that you should have to pay more when you travel with small children. Which I think is funny.
Okay, I don't know if that's a hot take. I feel like that you could also always kind of look into that a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I guess you could research it.
On airplanes most of the
I know,
time.
but that's the opinion. Like, that's completely subjective. That
I guess so. And
you're just being like, kids are annoying, so you should have to pay more. But then people on the other side are going to be like, I should have to pay less because I have kids, and, you know, I have to pay for my own ticket, my kids. Yes, I have to pay for the extracurriculars. Like, there's a lot of things going on. I shouldn't have to pay for them.
Okay.
I think it's an opinion.
Yeah, that's a pretty hot take, I guess.
This one I like, and I've had a strong feeling about this one, is that reality TV is just as good as any documentary. And I've had a strong feeling about this week because my partner has started watching a NASCAR docuseries. Okay? And I'm convinced it is a reality TV show for hypermasculinity, for people who don't want to admit to watching a reality TV show, because it follows these NASCAR drivers' lives and like their conversations with other NASCAR drivers, and like someone's just standing there filming it, but it's a docuseries.
Right. Is there drama?
It's reality TV. Of course there's drama. Of course there's tea.
Otherwise,
reality
TV
be a show. Is the same thing as a documentary.
And NASCAR is all a game. It's all based around who can go the fastest. So that's the gameplay part of the NASCAR docuseries.
And there doesn't have to be like a game in reality TV. Sometimes it's just following people's lives.
That's so true. So it has both aspects of reality TV, like very constructed reality TV, like Love is Blind, The Circle, all those ones that have like a game aspect. And maybe like newlyweds, or just following around people's lives. Keeping up with the Kardashians. Yeah. Ooh, I like that hot take.
90 Day Fiancé could be a docuseries about the K1 visa. It honestly could.
That's cool.
Call me crazy. It could. Because it's all about, like, the whole premise of the show is following people's lives as they navigate the K1 visa process. That is the premise of the show. That is a documentary. Tell me that's not a documentary.
I didn't know that. That's so cool.
Right? But it's a reality TV show.
Where's my gosh. I don't know. See, this reality TV, I think, just gets a bad rep, to be honest. So they don't want to call it reality TV show because maybe that's become like a little bit gendered too. Like it's like a girly girl thing, right? To watch reality TV.
Yes. It's one of those things. It's like hating One Direction because of the fact that it's a boy band and because girls like One Direction. People don't like reality TV shows because it's like that basic bitch thing to do. And nobody wants to be the basic bitch. But it's okay to be. That's just sexism, everyone. You can watch reality TV shows.
It's called sexism. Wow, that's so cool. I like that one.
Me too.
I like that one, and I feel like it's definitely true. It is kind of a documentary. It's just a documentary about people's lives going into this game. I would love to see that if reality TV shows just start being called documentaries.
And some documentaries are like really biased too, right?
Yeah.
They're not just like the cold hard truth. So food for thought. This one, very controversial, but this one I agree with, is that God is actually the devil and the devil is actually God.
How?
Because if we look at the Bible, all the stories of the Bible is about God punishing people. That's all he does.
True.
He punishes his own creations.
Oh my God. He does such evil things to them.
Such evil things. Like, he's not a nice guy. The only like good thing that he did was he sent his son down to people, and then he killed his son.
And then he punished
Like-
his son, yeah.
And everything that the devil does in the Bible is considered temptation because it's not something that God offers them. But the things that the devil offers are normally good things. Like in the Garden of Eden,
Oh.
they wanted to explore. They wanted to learn more. They wanted to try this yummy fruit.
Yeah.
And the devil was like, here is this delicious
curious.
apple. Yeah, stay curious. Here's some knowledge. I'm going to teach you about the world. And then they ate it. And God was like, bitch, you're now
Stay
punished for the
stupid.
rest of eternity. There's this other story where
knowledge
Jesus
makes you harder to control.
Yes. Jesus is walking through the desert for like 40 days or something. I don't really know the story. I saw this in a TikTok. And the devil comes and offers him wine and food. He's like, it looks like you've been walking out here for a while. Would you like some yummy refreshments?
Oh,
And Jesus refuses it because it's a
interesting.
temptation and it's a sin. But it sounds like a nice thing to do. Like the devil is offering nicer things, that God is making him walk through the desert for 40 days without refreshments.
This is like
just
giving
punishes
me
people.
such crazy like heart palpitations. This is fucking crazy. I can't believe how brainwashed I was as a kid. That I was like, I can't believe that the devil would just offer him food and wine. But it's like, duh, he's been walking
It's
through
kind
the
of a
desert.
nice thing to do.
He's probably super thirsty, and the devil's
would
like,
do
just
it.
stop. Why are you putting yourself through this?
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to suffer.
You don't need to do it for this guy.
Yeah.
He's like, this is a toxic relationship. This is an abusive relationship, girl. You got to get out. Here you go.
Literally, God
And he's like,
literally,
no.
or the devil, gaslight, girl boss,
No.
gatekeep.
Yeah.
All of those things at once. That's so insane.
take.
Oh my God.
See, I
Dude,
feel
the
like that's a
devil is
hot
literally
take.
just
People are
trying to be
gonna be like,
nice. That's a good take, honestly.
Yeah.
That's
think it is
really insane. I'm going to tell my mom that.
Oh, I don't.
Like,
I think
Oh,
your relationship has suffered enough this week.
okay.
Maybe
You're
for
right.
next
You're
week.
probably right. Yeah. I'll save it for later.
Let it air out. Female beauty standards are rooted in pedophilia.
Yeah. Yeah. I see that.
Honestly, I don't know if that's a hot take because I feel like it's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Promoting veganism indirectly promotes racism.
Really? How?
There was no more context provided to this.
Oh,
This was part
okay.
of No Nuance November.
Let's see. Huh?
But I
Maybe
do feel
because-
like it's a whitewashed trend of being
Yeah.
vegan. It's always these like skinny white people who are like
Yeah,
holistic
that's true.
health.
True.
Maybe it's along those lines.
Yeah. Okay.
Domestic animals do not exist and they promote cruelty.
Oh,
Hot take. Again, I don't necessarily agree with these, but they're just hot takes.
that is a hot take.
In the future, everyone is going to have naked pictures of themselves on the internet and we should just get used to it.
What do you mean, like fully naked?
Yeah. Like everyone's naked pictures are going to be on the internet at some point. So when they get leaked, we should just get used to it because it's just inevitable at this point.
That's so insane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. I don't want it to happen. That's fucking crazy. Like,
Yeah.
we talk about celebrities or regular people too.
Just regular people because
Oh
the
my
internet
God.
stores everything. Like, sure, you're sending it on Snapchat sometimes, but sometimes maybe you're not sending it on Snapchat.
Oh,
And it's probably somewhere out there
you're
on the
right.
internet.
It's like in your Google Drive. Oh
Yeah.
God.
It's right there. Maybe
Google
you
owns my
hide it from
news.
everyone else, but Google knows it's there.
Google
So-
knows.
Google knows all.
I wonder if they're gonna like sell it
Used to it.
or something like
Make
that.
sure,
Maybe
make
they
sure
already
they're
have.
spicy. Make sure you look
Mhm.
good. 'Cause they might
Okay.
be everywhere. But
Delete immediately photos that you don't.
if
look at
everyone
them, basically.
watches Schitt's Creek, You should take the advice of Myra and just know that one day you're going to want to look back at the naked pictures of yourself when you're young and beautiful. So maybe it's okay to have naked pictures of yourself.
You will look back with much kinder eyes. I love that quote.
And then the last one I have is just, it's not really a hot take, but I thought it was really funny. Is that the face masks on the football players' helmets are actually just to keep the players from making out with each other, because the NFL doesn't want to promote that.
Oh my god. Do they have to get like up close and personal with each other? Or do they mean that like all football players are secretly gay?
Maybe. I've heard opinions going around about how sports are created, gaming's created, like golf is created as a way for men to be able to sit together and talk. They need like an excuse to do it. And that's why a lot of these like male sports have been created. Maybe it's something to do with that. They want an excuse to like hug each other.
Yeah.
So they have to play football to tackle each other, but they're actually like, I love you, man.
Yeah.
I fucking love you. It's not aggression, it's actually love. When
and they can't show it in any other way except aggression. Oh, we fucked them up a little bit. We messed them
cute.
up. Poor little guys. Okay, let them have their little sporties. Fair enough. My final hot take.
Yeah. Is this your hot take? Like your
no. Well, actually, yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Maybe. Okay, so pancakes are better than waffles. This to me is simply truth and not a hot take. Get out of here.
See, I agree. I disagree with you. So it's not truth. It's not.
It is true.
It's not true.
It's true.
Why?
For a couple of reasons.
Yeah,
Thank you for asking. Because with pancakes, you get a lot more creativity in a couple of different places. First of all, thickness of pancake. You can control how thick or how thin you want your pancake to be, which you can't do with waffles, because waffles have to be put into a waffle maker, and the waffle maker will always give you the same thing every single time.
Yeah,
no creativity.
Quality control. Sometimes your pancakes taste nasty because they're too thick.
False.
Have you
Pancakes
ever had that? Sometimes the middle doesn't cook and then you burn the outsides. That happens to me all the time. That's not going to happen with a waffle maker because of quality control. Good every time. Next.
I disagree. I think that the uncooked dough is the best part of the
I don't
pancake.
disagree. I don't disagree with that. Sometimes I eat the dough. Just the raw dough. Sometimes
so what's wrong with having a little bit of warm dough on the outside and then a gooey center? Delicious. So good. So fire. And it takes a certain amount of skill, which is kind of fun and kind of fresh because it's a little bit
not
more
for people who are unskilled. Because I'm so unskilled at making pancakes. Like I avoid it at all costs.
Right.
Because
so I respect people who can make pancakes more. And no, I'm kidding. I respect the art of the pancake, more than I respect the art of the waffle.
Okay. What's your nice point?
Creativity in size. You can choose whether you want big or small pancakes.
There's different
at
size
any point.
Waffle makers.
Okay, great. So you're going to go spend $90 on a waffle maker every time you want to get a small waffle. That's such a waste of money. Why would you do that if you could just make a small pancake, bigger pancake, or a gigantic pancake? You have so much freedom.
Why would I want to change the size?
That's a great question. Thank you for asking this question. There is a couple reasons that you may want to change your pancake size. First of all, bite-sized pancakes. You can turn pancakes into a fancy sort of dish or a fancy sort of meal by simply making them small, bite-sized, putting a little bit of whipped cream and like one berry on it, and then suddenly you can eat an entire pancake in one go. And it's just like this whole experience of mouth flavorness, and it's like finger food basically. And then if you want a bigger pancake because you want to like sit down and like enjoy your pancake and really like soak it in syrup, then you can do that. But you have a lot of different options. You can either use a fork and knife, or you could just eat it with your hands. And you can't really do that with a waffle because it's going to get all gooey. It's going to get all over the place. You can't bite into like a sandwich. Wait. Are you crazy?
Okay, hold on. You're telling me that you think eating pancakes with your hands is easier than eating waffles with your hands?
Tiny pancakes, yes.
Waffles have like structure to them. I can bite into a waffle. You ever try to hold a pancake like this? It's floppy. It doesn't have any structure to it. You cannot. Tiny. I guess you could do a wrap situation, but the second if you're putting syrup on there, it's gonna break. It's gonna disintegrate into little. It's not gonna hold anything.
The truth. the entire large pancake would be one of those situations where you do need a fork and knife, and that's totally fine, and you get the option to do that. And I think that's
You
something
don't get
else.
the option. You're forced into it because of the size of the pancake. With a
Okay,
waffle,
well,
I have the
waffles
option.
are-
I can either pick it up or use a fork and knife, no matter the size.
Well, waffles are annoying because when you try to cut into them, sometimes all of the syrup and all of the stuff goes everywhere.
That
and
is
then
the
you
good
have
thing.
A giant
That is the
mess.
good thing about them. That's the best thing about a waffle is that they have little pockets. I can fill all the little pockets with syrup. Even distribution, and they
A
stay
pancake
there.
is one giant pocket.
Yeah, but you get some that's literally mush and some that's still pancake. When I eat a waffle,
Waffles have the
it
same
holds
they
it
have mush.
in, not as much. They hold it in their little pocket until you're ready for it. And then you cut into it, and then it drips, and you can dip the waffle. They're just like little holding pockets, so you can have even distribution of syrup.
Okay, so waffles have one good thing over pancakes.
Waffles
Pancakes.
have a lot of good things.
That's the only
Waffles
that's
are
the
bad.
only benefit, and it's still not even that much of a benefit because you can still do the exact same thing with a pancake. There's just no little holding things. There's just no little
The
holding
holding
cells.
things is the essential part.
It's
of the
like not
experience.
even the best part though. It's like
It
an
is
okay
the best part. That
of-
is what makes them the best. Like that is the pinnacle of waffles. Is their
It just
whole-
doesn't really
their-
matter to me that they have the little holding cells.
That does matter to you then.
Humanity, flavor, creativity
Humanity.
on a bigger
No,
scale.
pancake.
I think people should eat pancakes.
People do eat pancakes.
Well, they should eat them more. And also, waffles, I feel like, because you can't really control like the thickness all the time, I feel like it really limits the type of dough that you can use. Like with
There's so many
pancakes, you can
different doughs.
make
I got
like
a waffle maker and I got a book
banana,
like this big.
like thick ass waffle.
No, the book was this big. Of waffle recipes.
What?
Yeah, there's a lot of different waffle recipes. And you know what? Honestly, when I go to a restaurant, if I go to a breakfast place and there are pancakes on the menu, I refuse to get pancakes because I feel like it's a ripoff.
That's just
'Cause
not
they're just-
true. McDonald's
It's just
has
a pile
pancakes,
of mushy
not
things
waffles.
that I
because
can
people
easily make
like
the exact same thing at home. A pile of mushiness. I can't make a beautiful, perfect waffle. Yes, because you need the equipment. It's a delicacy. It's a privilege to eat a waffle.
Jesus.
Anyone
Christ.
can make a pancake. Anyone
Yeah.
can make a mushy pile
So
of
universally
dough.
acceptable. Delicious.
Rip off that
Mushy
you're charging
pile
for
of
it.
dough. So good.
I can buy an entire thing of pancake mix for the same price as a waffle at a breakfast place. Pancake mix is like $2. I have to pay like $6 for somebody to take that pancake mix
and put
make
it
me
into a waffle maker.
No, absolutely not. Not pancake. Sorry, pancake, not waffle.
Okay. I think that when you have waffles at home, sometimes, the quality control that you were talking about earlier, that you
Yes.
so love about your waffles,
Love
actually
quality control.
does not control the quality, and your waffles have holes in them. Tell me you've never had a waffle without a hole in it. I've had plenty of waffles with holes in them.
That's the
Because
point of waffles.
No, I mean, like, they literally have holes in them. Like, because the dough, like, something happened with the dough and there's a hole instead of where the little compartment should be.
Okay, so you missed one compartment. Big deal. You have like 80 more.
There's never going to be a hole in a pancake. This is never an issue that you're ever going to have to face. God.
Next time you're at my home, I'm gonna make you a pancake, and your opinion is gonna change real quick. When you taste the pancakes that I
You
make,
suck
you're
at
gonna
making
be like,
pancakes.
Never mind. You're right. Waffles. The quality control is a good thing. I can't make pancakes.
Okay. And that was the
was the
ladies
hot
and
take.
gentlemen. And that was the hot take.
Everyone can weigh in. What's better, waffles or pancakes?
Yeah, like I thought this was a universally accepted opinion.
No,
I thought
it's
this was
not.
objectively true. Like I didn't realize that this. Well,
It's
my
not.
bad.
I think waffles are a delicacy. I think pancakes are just meh. They're like, yeah, everyone can make one. It's like
I
whatever.
love
but
pancakes. So
waffles
much room
is
for
like, I get
creativity. And you
excited
can
when I
make
have a
pancakes out of
waffle.
so many different things too. You can't make waffles. Like for example, in
Yes, you
Poland, you
can.
can make pancakes out of potatoes, out of shaved potatoes, and they're so fucking good.
I've seen people make waffles out of mac and cheese. Shut up.
Ew.
You You can put anything in a waffle maker and make it into a
and
waffle.
cheese.
Mac and cheese.
That's
Try
like
Guys
almost
did it.
worse. That feels like a crime for some reason. That should be illegal.
But creative.
Why would you want a okay, fine. A little bit of creativity. You can put mac and cheese in a fucking waffle maker. I don't know why anyone would ever want to do that, but okay.
Anyways.
And that's it. That's all I got.
Seems like we'll never agree on this one, but
You want to close this out?
thanks guys for listening to our first episode of this new season, which
Season 2.
I'm now checking the time of how long this episode has been.
I know.
And it might not feel that new to you guys because it's the exact same length as our other ones, but we can talk nonsense for a super long time.
Yeah.
So thank you for sticking around and listening to, I don't even know if there's an opinion in there, listening
No,
to
not
us
really.
ramble about hot takes, about some hot takes are hot takes, some hot takes aren't hot takes, but it turns out we don't really know where the line is.
No,
Do you?
we don't know what the difference is between a hot take and not a hot take and an
Somebody
opinion.
educate us. Where's the line?
Or you
What
came
is
here
the
for
difference?
facts, you got nothing.
I came into it thinking that I had an understanding of it, but I don't.
Sorry.
I left more confused. That's okay. Sometimes that's how it goes. Anyways,
Yeah.
thank you for sticking around for that experience. Next week, we're back to opinions. If you want to let us know what you think about what is better, pancake or waffle, please head over to our Instagram. You can find us at very.unimportant.people. You can email us if you really want to let us know your opinion. You're
By
really
email?
passionate about
That'd
it.
be fun.
You can email us hatersclickhere@gmail.com. That's HATRS clickhere@gmail.com. You can tweet at us and send us a tweet on the unimportant PBL. TikTok. We're going to be on
Always
there.
there.
This opinion is going to be on there.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully people are as passionate about it as we are. And we're also on Patreon. Come hang out with us.
You can find us. You got this.
And that's it for us this week. Have a great